We are so proud of where we came from. And this particular generation of immigrants now, they're just as proud, but I think there's a lot of fear about telling their story. And they're very vulnerable right now. They feel like they're under attack. I've never experienced that in my life. You and I are the same generation. It's an America that I don't recognize right now. It's fearful not just for them, I think for all of us, to see what is happening when we do in fact forget. And the sins that we commit, and I think God's heart is paining right now. It's a wound that needs to be healed, and it can only be healed when we remember and reconnect. And I think the stories that we tell, and we proudly tell and tell our children, and our parents told us, that in this present generation, immigrants, as they tell this story to one another, we see that the stories are not unlike it all. Thank you.
I think that's absolutely right. I've given my students an assignment to, whatever their background, write a paper that tells me your family's immigrant journey. Some of them got to go back and talk to ancestors, and some of them got to study because their ancestry goes back so far. But students have told me that's a beautiful experience, to get back in touch with where did I come from? Who are my people? Another beautiful experience I've had is at graduation. When you hear young students, young Latino students, give their word of thanks for their graduation. And the number that I've heard say, this is my diploma, but it's not really mine. My mother, my father, my dad working 2 jobs, giving up his sacrificing where he was from, where he was more comfortable being, but coming because he had to, because of fear of violence, coming because he couldn't feed the family there, sacrificing everything. And that young person saying, this is what my parent did for me. They paved the way. I need to pay back now. I need to do something good for my family, for my community, for my new country. And I hear those young people telling those stories, and I think that's our story too. That's what's made this country great.
Sure.
People that came and said, I may not see it, but I'm going to do this for my children and my grandchildren. My whole life is dedicated. We still have that kind of dedication in this country, and we don't appreciate it enough. We don't appreciate it enough. We need to remember that's what my ancestors did so I could be here now. I should be proud that this country still opens the door for other people to do the same thing that our people did.